Hey everyone, this is my Patreon-powered rewatch of the first episode of Yusha ni Naranakata Ore wa Shibu Shibu Shou Shoku o Ketsui Shimashita, which I may just call Yuushibu going forward because Jesus Christ, that is a long title and difficult to say. But anyway, yes, this is a Patreon-powered video, of course, which means that it was requested by a Patreon supporter at a high enough reward tier to do so. If you're interested to learn more about how that works, you can go to my Patreon, which is linked in the description box below. And this is a rewatch, which means it's a show that I am watching that I have watched before. That's essentially what it means, you know. However, the show came out in like 2013, I want to say, something like that. So yeah, it's been like 7 years roughly since I saw it, and I only ever watched it once, so it's very questionable how much I actually remember, but you know, we'll see. We'll see as we go through it. So this show, from what I remember, the title translates to something about failing to become a hero, so we got a job instead. So it kind of gives you an idea of the premise of what to expect. And I do have some vague memories of at least the premise, you know, of a certain important, you know, girl. For sure, I do have a few brief memories of some bits with her, but overall, yeah, I don't remember much about what happens in the show. So it should be pretty fun to watch this and just kind of refresh myself on what happened. You know, I know a rewatch isn't going to appeal to everyone, but yeah, for those that it does, you know, they can stick around. So let's just get into it and see what comes of this. 3, 2, 1, play. It's like we're starting with a volcano. Yeah, we're just starting straight up with a battle. Yeah, those skeletons can't touch you. But a bird, maybe. A bird's a bit harder. They don't fall apart when you poke at them. Oh, wow, good thing we have backup. Some jiggly backup. Jeez. Oh no, oh no, that's just terrible. I don't remember the show being quite this lewd, but that's always a pleasant surprise. Yeah, that's not a pleasant surprise. We're gonna fight in the shade. Which is unfortunate, because there's things I want to see here. Yeah, we have like a full-on adventuring party going on here, it looks like. Which makes sense, heroes generally have a party in RPGs. But geez, our opponents are not going down easily. I am glad she's a member of our party. She is clearly invaluable. Invaluable asset. Definitely, wow, jeez. Definitely more action-packed than you'd expect in a first scene of a first episode. But since he quits being a hero, I imagine we'll get less of that going forward. Well, that's a good thing. But I guess I just kind of put us out of business if we're a hero. It's very unfortunate. So I'm working the register. That's definitely a bit of a downgrade. United Kingdom of Everett Imperial Store. So it's still like a fantasy setting then. Even if we're no longer battling, you know, monsters and stuff. Wow. It does sound pretty good. I mean, is it in our price? I guess they weren't interested. Maybe it was above their price range. I thought you did well. All I did was move his hands like a cyclone. What's scary about that? I mean, I don't have the same kind of assets you have for selling, so I kind of just got to do my best. Yes, they are. Nothing, never mind. It's not important. Yeah, the show is definitely more lewd than I remember, that is for sure. Do you need it for anything important? Could you tell me what you plan to use it for? Oh. Oh no, customers. That's the worst thing. Well, our product is gone. Yeah, you're probably not the only one. Yeah, let's get this line moving before we start rioting. We already almost got one of our employees squished to death. And they even use gold as a currency. We are currently sold out of I1 magical cassette tapes. Yeah, you can only handle so much at once. Whew, at least we get a... I was gonna say we're gonna get a break, but somebody shows up. That's a good question. Oh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, she's kind of important to the story. You might want to talk to her. I'm not sure why she's here. I mean, I do remember, you know, who she is, but I don't remember exactly what she wants right now. It's not a guy. It's just not. And trust me, you'll see evidence of that soon enough. Oh, I think she just wants a job here. Okay, that makes sense. I probably could have guessed that. Yes. Jeez, she looks good. Well, yeah, I mean... Yeah, in real life Japan, he probably couldn't get a job very well with that attitude, but this is anime, so... What, did he notice it's a girl? Fino, okay. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's a bit more of an important thing to worry about. It was on the resume. Like, if it's on the resume, it's not much of a secret. Oddly honest for like a demon. uh, yeah, is there anything wrong with that? It's all good. But yeah, that much I remembered about this character. This is your senpai. Try to get along with him. Yeah, now you know. What's the problem? Because she deserves a job as much as anyone else. Yeah, it's pretty magical. Wow, it definitely is magical. I just remember watching an anime, because that's definitely an anime opening looking thing. It does look like it. Why do you look so excited? Yeah, that's not quite the same thing. It's a little bit darker. Surely couldn't be watching anime on it. I'm not sure how much faith I have in you to do this well, especially on your first day, but good luck. So, wonder what she's been doing this whole time. Your program suspended. Yeah, those skills he has no longer useful. Yeah, the only thing wrong with Peaks is that it kind of puts warriors out of business. The Arrogate Evenical kind of got into that a little bit. If fighting's your only skill that you've developed and you no longer have a need to fight, what do? Why a lot of them turn to crime and bandits. But it's much more respectable to get a real job, you know. Yeah, that's not very customer friendly. Confident and terrifying are two different things. You'll get used to it. Yeah, you probably shouldn't wear a hood during work. Let that beautiful hair get down. That would definitely help. Marude, yeah, that's... yeah. I don't know why it doesn't come to the obvious conclusion that it is a girl, but there you go. Are you okay? You look kind of dead. So who showed up? I'm guessing someone important. Yeah, this I do remember as well. You know, those two interactions. Yeah, he's got to go for it. I mean, it's there. It calls to him. And whoosh. Very well done. You can tell the age, years of experience. Very skilled. You know, if you're gonna do that, you might as well, you really should buy more than just one thing. But I guess at least he buys something. Yes. A little bit. It's the best part of human communication. Okay, wow, just... She's asking for that skinship. You can't be rude. You might as well let her know that she's a valuable communication partner. Yeah, I mean, Raw will go for it. There's not much skin to touch, unfortunately, but it's the thought that counts. I'm not sure what you're complaining about. There's a lot of chance for fun with that position. Oh, yeah, her. Yes. Yeah, Rom, that's what I said. Oh. Oh, was she the one that fought with the hero? Yeah, that jiggle, that's gotta be her. For you, I have all of the moments. I am totally listening. Yeah, what do you think our store is? Yeah. Oh, food. Well, thank you. I love having food. Even if it's vegetables. I mean, meat would be preferred, but I will take your kindness. I just wish you could, you know, have some skinship communication before you leave. They're pink. Security cameras. You can barely even see her, like her hair blends in with the table. Yeah, I mean, it's just a demon king's daughter, you know. It's not a difficult thing to deal with. You just realized, yeah, she refers to herself with Ora-sama. That is a little bit arrogant. Yeah, what's Keigo? I can't be polite. I have to talk down to people. But yes, if you work in an industry like this, you basically speak to your customers like they're, you know, above you. That's just what you do. Yeah, just do what I do and you shouldn't be able to screw it up. I'm glad you can see over the counter. Well, I feel welcome. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, it's like you just went into her lair to defeat her. And she even said the cliche line. I would love to go to a place where this was my welcome. Yeah, she's amazing. I'm sure not all customers would appreciate this, but I would. Like, because I want to call her Chuni, but she's not really, because she really is, like, in this kind of position, sort of. Yeah, I mean, what's the problem? No, I thought you did excellent. I don't see what he takes issue with. And this was my fault. I'll try explaining again. Read this from cover to cover. Really? Yeah, that's a little bit surprising. I think it's a microwave. Probably a magic microwave. That is a slightly bigger microwave. Or no, that was wrong. Don't hurt yourself. Oh, don't break it either. We're supposed to fix these, not make them worse. Oh, you okay? Well, that didn't go well. Yeah, I know, right? Oh yeah, at this point he still thinks it's a guy, doesn't he? Oh, this is gonna be a bit of a problem. And there we go. Don't know why... Jeez. I don't know why... What was I saying? It probably wasn't important. Yeah, there's no mistake in the gender now. I was trying to help. Figured it out. Yeah, did you not pay attention to that? Secret. I don't think he's gonna do quite that, because he's a hero and not the villain. He was just trying to help. Yes, there was only pure intentions here. Don't jump to conclusions. Yes, good guy. Well, there we go. Now we finally figured out the final secret. Now we can move forward. We can move forward, all right. I love her laugh so much. It gives me life. Careful what you say. I'll take you up on that offer. No, I want her to do more of that. Stop. Yeah, no fun allowed over here. I would gladly let her suck up my HP. Don't scare that old lady, please. You know, as you do. Yeah, I mean, that should be pretty standard with brooms, I would imagine. Just smile and nod. Whenever you don't know what to say, just do that and you'll be fine. Yeah, I think this will all go well. This will all work out. Glad to see she's doing fine as well. I mean, probably, you know, probably her. Oh, wow. Okay, I guess she needed to clean up. Fair enough. Yeah, I can see. Oh. Well, nobody told me about this either. But if you insist, you know, we maybe be persuaded to let you. Yeah, she's not an idiot. Don't be silly. Yeah, a little bit of a difference between back then. But I guess once you realize that you're a good person, it became fine. Oh. Really? That's gonna come up eventually. Oh. Is there a problem with using that? I mean, it's probably not meant to be used to clean people, but... Oh no, but if you wash it off, you'll see stuff. It's kind of what a hairdryer does. Yeah, if you move too much, the towel's gonna move. I mean, that's how it works. Big city's a magical thing. Yeah, you would actually have a proper home, you know? I guess meeting him is better than having a home, though. Little did he know this job has a very nice benefit. A perk, if you will. Whew. And that was the first episode. I'm just like rewinding through it here. Definitely a bit more fan service than I remember. Just glad I'm watching the Blu-ray version. That's for sure. Yeah, just gotta love how willing and eager. I can't remember her name. The Demon Lord girl. How eager she was just to be a part of that human communication. Yeah, Fino, I think is what her name is. Okay, so I do have a little bit more. Oh no. Not a turbo button. That might blow away the towel. Yeah, nothing bad could happen with that. Just do it. Never mind, something bad happened. What do I know? Oh, geez, yeah, that was a bad explosion. That poor room. And the people in it. Yeah, I think we may need to take another bath at this point. It's a matter of a perspective, matter of opinion, I suppose. But anyway, yes, that was the first episode of Yuusha ni narenakatta ora wa shibu shibu shushoku wa ketsui shimashita. And yes, we got our premise. The very first scene we showed what you would usually expect in any kind of hero battle show, where he was battling with his party, taking on skeletons and all the other things. And, you know, it was a lot of fun. However, the Demon Lord was defeated, which meant that he had to get a real job, which meant that, yeah, he worked at this place now trying to sell products as best he can. However, he's struggling a little bit. And as if that wasn't enough for him to worry about, he now has the Demon Lord's daughter show up to be, for him to mentor, you know, to be the senpai of. So he's got to do that. And she's a little bit difficult to work with because she had a very different upbringing than probably a lot of people. So she's kind of arrogant and, well, more than just being arrogant, it's more like she's used to talking and interacting a certain way because of, you know, her upbringing, her father. So he has to kind of work through that a little bit because it's pretty much the polar opposite of like a retail job like this in Japan where you use very, very polite language with customers, you know, as basically the kind of language you would use to your superior, you know, when you talk to them. And yeah, just the way she was talking does not fly with that. Definitely. Still can't believe how long it took him to realize that she was a girl. Like, she even showed him her long, beautiful hair, and he still wasn't convinced. He was just thinking, I guess dudes have long hair where he comes from. Whatever. You know? Like, a little bit on the dense side, I would suppose he is. He looks at her resume and still didn't know it was a girl. Like, he was too focused on her being a demon. I see where his priorities lie. And yeah, he has one coworker there that he gets along well with, and she's pretty nice. You know, she lets the old man have his fun, so she's pretty much an ideal employee. Even though I still think he should buy more than one light bulb if he's going to, you know, get that much value out of the place. But he's technically a customer with buying one thing, so. And then, yeah, we went to somewhere else where we also know people. Where, yeah, there's Ram, who doesn't like to be called Ram. She doesn't like her name being shortened. And the other girl, who I think is the one from the beginning that was battling with him. But I'm not sure. I mean, it's either her or the girl that works directly with him in the other place. One of those two girls is the girl from there. But I assume it was her. Definitely a healthy amount of Pantsu shots in the episode, which I definitely appreciate. He really does his best to try to help her. And I think by the end of the episode, she became an almost half-decent employee. You know, and I'm sure she'll continue to get better. She does have a little bit of mishaps, like breaking things and having to, well, kind of requiring Raul to change her. However, once a little bit of a pinkness poked out of that outfit, he kind of realized that maybe this isn't a dude after all, you know? It's kind of hard to... I mean, he's pretty dense, but once you see that, I mean, it's pretty clear. But, you know, she's a little bit worried, but once you realize Raul is a cool guy that's not going to do anything unsavory, it's all cool. I did love the part where she was behind the counter and she was trying to roleplay. Well, it's not really roleplay because she is, you know, she is an employee here, but the sort of roleplay where he was a customer, her whole performance she did with that was great because it's very Demon King typical, you know, when the heroes enter the final room, you're like, aha, you've done well to get this far, hero, but this is where it ends, you know, that sort of speech she gave there was amazing. Just her laugh in general is 10 out of 10. So we got some great stuff with that. And yeah, using what I assume was dish soap on her hair and stuff, yeah, not the best thing to do. It's not the worst thing to do, but it's also not the best thing to do. But luckily he helps out. Gets out the blow dryer. Although we ended up blowing up the whole friggin' room because she's not allowed to touch things. I guess because she has a lot of mana, maybe she's overloading the things that she touches, I think might be part of the problem. I mean, I know she hit the turbo button, but that shouldn't be enough reason to just blow the thing up, right? I don't know. But anyway, yes, he's pretty much got his new life here established, trying to work a regular 9-to-5 job instead of fighting to to save the world or anything like that. And I think he's doing a pretty solid job of it. I don't think he really likes it. I think he would prefer to be a hero because that was obviously his first choice in life. But sometimes you do have to kind of go with your second choice. And I'm sure over time he'll get more and more used to it. And especially now that he has a new friend to hang out with and stuff, he should enjoy his life a bit more, I would imagine. Like, he keeps talking a lot about how unlucky he is and stuff, but I think that's only a temporary thing. I think once he gets used to this kind of adjustment in his life, he'll realize how much funner it makes his life and how much more enjoyable his life is now. So, yeah, I guess we'll see what kind of shenanigans these two get into in the future. So, thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.